You know, Cloud is one of those characters, and we already got another match going here. This is Toffee and
Justin24. It's a KC classic that I'm very intimate with. These two have literally a little less than 100 sets between each other.
And you get to see more Palutena gameplay. Saw a little bit of Yoshi gameplay last time I was on stream. Yoshi Kid was up here.
Yeah. It's interesting, you know, we have a good bit of Yoshis here in the Midwest, weirdly enough. But honestly, just in general in Smash Ultimate, this character has gained a little bit more popularity.
I mean, it makes sense. You know, he's got consistent combos, consistent damage building, really good kill confirms, up tilt to up air, obviously really good. Egg combos into up air as well. The forward air spike, you know, he shares with Mario as well, killing disgustingly early. We saw it from Yoshi Kid earlier a couple of times. So it'll be kind of interesting to see if a lot of that comes into play here for Toffee, and what he decides to do with his character.
Yeah, it's interesting though, because obviously Justin been manning Yoshi for literally his inception in the Smash Ultimate scene here in KC, but Toffee, on the other hand, is a man of many faces, this Palo just being one of the most recent ones. He's only really had it out in the scene for a couple months here now, well, honestly 1 month here now, so this is actually a he's switched recently. Yeah, it's a relatively new face, or at least a new fresh breath of air to an old set that we've seen many times before.
You see here Justice with the lead here now, but also at a dangerous percent. And again, we were talking about the consistent kills with Palutena in that last set from with Justice. You know, all they need is a back air. All they need is an up air, to take this stock. But obviously, Justice doesn't want that to happen. He said, "Let me get my piece." You know?
Yeah. Justin, he is very dangerous with the lead. He is for sure the type of guy that you just don't want to interact with when you start losing the lead, because he just will punish you regularly, and immediately put 72 onto you.
And I mean, we see it happening here. You know, Toffee was barely able to take that stop with the back air before taking 100% against Justice here, or Justin. Sorry.
Yeah. It's
similar names.
Yeah.
And thing about Yoshi, he gets damage in. He has, the multi-hit back air, multi-hit down air, huge damage off of those moves as well. The combo extensions with up B really able to, give him even more options. And against a character like Palutena, not a movement character. Not a character that really has a lot of options in disadvantage aside from attack, teleport away.
Sure.
And jump and air dodge, right?
It's interesting we're talking about this because both of these players, their most intense scenarios are when they're playing ground. Obviously, they get their biggest stuff when they kind of hit those short hop aerials, but they've played so much, they know each of them are trying to look for those short hop aerials. So Justin just kind of stakes his ground, plants his feet, and gets that up tilt into the up air, taking the stock.
And those are the consistent kill confirms that I was talking about earlier that we see from Yoshi. He just gets that 3% in those free kill confirms. He hits an up tilt, he plays on the ground, and he makes it happen, and then he has so much prowess in the air as well. I mean, you would think, Palutena would win this matchup in the air. I don't think she does. I think it's Yoshi.
It's whoever gets there first, or, sometimes it's going to be that range, because obviously back air trumps literally every single one of Yoshi's aerials, but, Justin's very often going to beat Toffee to the punch, especially with his faster aerials, but just his faster aerial drift and movement speed. If both players are jumping in at each other, Justin's going to get to that X marks the spot first.
Right. And obviously, you want to talk about, nairs and aerial moves and all that. Yoshi also has the aerial super. That second jump, even if Toffee's hitting a back air, his back air could still hit through just because of the super armor.
Sure,
you know, it'll be interesting to see if that comes into play at all. Obviously, both of these characters playing in the air enough to see that happen possibly. And, you know, Toffee here in a dangerous situation. Last hit, possibly.
What a chase down. Toffee knows exactly what he wants, pushing Justin to the corner, but just so fast and free is that little dinosaur as he chases him down right back.
Doesn't kill that time. No. He's not Fox. The up air,
well,
though,
you say.
The up air.
You say, and then we find the up air to the next game. A nice closeout from Justin24. I mean, this is just classic Justin gameplay. If you're unfamiliar, you're gonna get familiar. This kid, he knows how to put on the damage, he knows how to find the KO confirms, and he knows when to read you, your soul, and just chase you down to the ends of the earth with that up smash.
And I mean, this is the kind of gameplay that I love to see in this game. You know, Justin there showing us, you don't have to play safe.
No.
I know where you're gonna be, you know? And obviously he showed it to us with that roll read there into the up smash.
Yeah.
Almost taking that stock there and then hitting the up air. You know, he just says, I'm playing the game. I'm having fun. And obviously it's working for him in this game.
Yeah, nothing's more dangerous than a Justin having fun.
Here's the super armor coming out, making sure he doesn't get locked in hit stun on that up air.
The double roll somehow getting Toffee to win out in that scenario.
Ooh, nice damage here.
Yeah, he's packing it on here, and that down tilt's so nasty in this matchup. Honestly, in most, because it's just so active and so lingering that it two-frames almost every character in the game.
Right. And you know, I was talking earlier about Yoshi's combo game. I didn't say anything about Palutena's combo game.
Yeah.
You know? And obviously it's coming into play here enormously for Toffee, you know, getting a lot of damage in off of those nairs. And obviously, Toffee has a reads game.
Yes, of course.
Toffee had Justin on the fence there that entire stock and now has a huge lead, trying to get even more on this stock in this second match.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it's the advantage state that puts Toffee in like the position of being the old GOAT of KC, you know, our former #1, and he was so for many generations because he just has a read on people, and that adaptation game is so nasty. But you know, players like Justin just come up and come through the trenches by packing that offense right back at him and having a defensive game to move.
And I mean, this is really the kind of gameplay that you'd expect to see in this game. You know, the back and forth, the strings of combos. You know?
Especially for a top 8 qualifier.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. This is exactly what we're looking for from these players and from these characters. You know, the back air not nearly killing there, not just enough yet. Yoshi is a little bit heavier than he looks, but unfortunately they're just losing that to the air dodge.
Yeah, a little bit of a gambler's option there. And Justin says, hey, I'm a double down, and honestly loses a lot more percent because of it.
And you see Toffee dominant in this second game. Obviously, you know, I was saying earlier, Justin said, you know, I'm going to have fun. I'm playing you. I'm reading you. I'm making it happen. Toffee answered back. He said, I'm playing you. I'm reading you. I'm making it happen. I can do it too. And obviously, it is working here in this second game. Justin now trying to make a comeback, trying to see what he can do. 70% in a dangerous situation. Just racking it up slowly. He's playing a little bit more passive, trying to not let Palutena get a lot of those close hits that she excels at making happen. You know, she excels at getting the nairs, the up airs. It's just so difficult, especially with Justin in these corner situations against Palutena.
Right. Teleport cancel to kind of get that center stage. I mean, you see, try to keep your eyes towards the center as you see both of these players kind of fighting for it every single time they find themselves in that corner. You see even the roll onto stage, tempting Toffee's reaction time. Here we go, falling with your opponent. You never want to be in this scenario, especially against Palutena. Justin just trying to grind on and hold on to the constant offense. And he swings right back with the reversal of the Yoshi bomb.
Oh my gosh, the ground pound there, finding that second stock, taking it off of Toffee. The back throw, not yet enough. Again, Yoshi's a little bit heavier than he looks.
Oh yeah, he's quite the tanky boy. He's honestly, teetering on that area of like right below the borderlines of the super heavyweights. He's just gonna live a lot longer than you would expect.
Right, and obviously it is giving Justin a lot of mileage in this game. 2 back airs not killing, the up throw not
Obviously
killing
not.
either.
Yeah, you can't send this Yoshi sky high. He may want to fly, but not tonight.
The back air.
The back throw's
Still not
working.
taking the
Yeah,
stock.
no.
Justin here just keeps getting chance after chance, and obviously Toffee not letting him get anything off of it. Only at 19%. Justin's gonna have to find a little bit more to make anything happen, but he cannot before Toffee lands a back air and takes the second game. 1-1 Toffee, Justin.
Yeah, I mean, that's a scary scenario because if Justin put his paws on Toffee one time there, it would be dire straits. The freaking critical health alarm would start playing, and Toffee would be getting put on notice. But luckily, finds that back air and seals the game, even in that we have quite the set on our hands here, Dragonfall, and I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're talking about the Palutena game here. What do you see different between Toffee in this game and Justice in the last game that maybe is giving Toffee a little bit of an advantage here?
I mean, it's just going to be 2 completely different play styles. Shadow was Justice's opponent, and he was a lot more young gun, swing for the fences. This gameplay between Toffee and Justin, these are old goats of the game, playing for I think a minimum 5 years each at this point. So they're playing a lot more reserve. Each of their button presses are very intentional. It's very intentional, and there's just so many layers of reads among these players that it's a little bit dangerous to count, like that that down throw back air.
Yeah, and I like what you said there about the intentionality of the hits. We were talking about in the last game, Shadow there, the young blood, sort of just swinging. A lot of the newer generation of Smash players is just go for it. Just see what hits. Because a lot of the gameplay from this newer generation, myself included even, is just,
wants to hit the bad
ball,
guy. Yeah, we want to hit the bad guy. So
we're just gonna go for it, and a lot of times it works because that more aggressive play style, just swinging around. A lot of these older players don't anticipate it, at least until they start to adapt and see, you're just gonna keep swinging. And obviously that's not the gameplay that we're seeing from these 2 players here. They're very intentional, playing very patient. Something that we see, I notice in this match compared to the last one, a lot more shield.
Yes.
I noticed that a lot of newer players don't use shield as much as I think they should, really. And it's such you see it for maybe half a second most of the time at most, because these players are just so good at timing the shield for the moves that they're up against. You'll never see them really get hit because they drop shield too early.
Yeah, it's a little bit different too, because obviously you're playing against a character like Yoshi who literally gets little to nothing off of grab, and on top of that has a bad grab in the first place. So being able to, and it's tough not knowing if you haven't fought against a Yoshi before, or haven't been familiar with the character, but he has one of the slowest grabs in the game, and a lot of times Toffee will literally react to that with spot dodge. That's how slow the dash grab can come out, and a lot of times, Justin has to be very careful about when he throws out that grab button, even his command grab. It's sometimes pretty committal, so that shield button is going to be a lot more useful against characters like Yoshi.
And I mean, obviously, it is sort of dangerous, for Justin to use his shield as well, because Palutena does get so much off of the grab.
Exactly.
Her down throw obviously confirming into the back air, back throw just being a kill throw in and of itself. It's a really dangerous situation for Justin to put himself in, but obviously he has to use it right there against the F tilt, and it is getting him some pretty decent mileage. Yoshi also having a shield that can't be poked through either. So I mean, the trade-off in having a slow grab is, he gets a lot more off of his other moves, especially on the ground there. The up tilt into the up air, confirming into that kill. And taking this to last stock here for both players. Justin actually getting a lot of damage in here, actually taking the lead.
Yeah, it's a tough back and forth game here, but I know if Toffee gets that one intro here, it's going to be explosive.
I mean, you want to talk about explosive. Justin here has been explosive in this last stock. He took that last stock and he said, we're going. We're going. You know, he turned it on, obviously. And now Toffee here has to slow it back down. It seems like they have starting to get a little bit of percent back after they lost the lead there. But Justin here not really wanting to give it up like he has in the past.
Yeah, and that was a nasty footstool that set up into a reversal scenario. Toffee gets the game and now has a set lead. One more, and he punches his way into winner's top 8.
And I mean, you know, we talk about momentum. Toffee had the momentum there.
Sure.
It was Toffee's game to lose. You know, it's been Toffee's game to lose since game 2 there. And you know, it looked like maybe Justin could make that comeback happen. And you know, even there for a little bit, Toffee was playing from behind on that last stock. But it's just like that patience and that consistency, you know, from these older players that you were talking about, where it's just they're able to slow down and control the pace of the game a little bit better. And that's what Toffee was able to do. He was able to find that read, find that punish with that footstool, and make that kill happen.
Yes. Speaking of making things happen, so far it has been a back and forth endeavor. Justin finds his one opening and gets the triple up in there.
We talk about the combo game. Yoshi's out here looking like Mario the way he's chaining those up airs.
Yeah, the ladders are on toe, but obviously Toffee's gonna swing back. These two really keeping it an even game, both in the 80% here. Just back and forth, one hit for the next, one combo for the next. So evenly matched, and it's just lovely to see it play out on screen.
You know, I mean, you know, this is the game that Justin has to win. You know, because he doesn't want to go to losers.
Not at all.
Obviously. You know, and so, you know, he's trying to find anything he can. And obviously it's working for him a little bit. You know, he's back on the aggression. He's switching up his play style again, trying to catch Toffee off guard. And if Toffee doesn't adapt quick enough, it's gonna cost him a lot of momentum that he just gained winning those last 2 games.
Yeah, and you can see Justin playing a lot more centered here. Gonna use that double jump to try to get back to stage, and straight up reversals. Toffee here puts him in that corner. Nice back air to kind of swing back.
Not killing yet, though.
That's what you love about Toffee. He always has that drive to always fight back.
But I mean, Justin here really not wanting to let that drive, that fight, really make anything happen. You know, I mean, Toffee there, able to take that stock with the back air. Really well done. But Justin here still has the momentum, still has the advantage, and wants to make this a stock deficit here in this 4th game. He's able to land the egg, not wanting to go off stage, opting to ledge trap even still. I mean, I think you can maybe go for the edge guard there.
It's a little tough.
You've taken their jump. You know, you can try and get a read. And with a teleport recovery, if you know they're going to ledge, you can put out a hitbox and try and catch them going to ledge. And I think, you know, with the back air especially, that might be a good option to go for here. You know, hopefully they can't hear me talking from the commentary table.
Oh, they're locked in. Trust and believe. As you can see, you don't get this type of level of gameplay listening to commentators.
Yeah, I mean, Justin here, obviously dominant in this match, racking up huge damage. The footstool, that was an interesting interaction there.
Yeah. I don't know. We've seen a couple of interesting footstools in this set alone.
Pop off from the other side of the venue.
Yeah, Shadow is just kind of on a tear. If you want to check out that bracket, be sure to follow all the action on StartDG. I'm pretty sure this is /RoostleMania, hopefully.
Yeah.
I think the short link.
We have a B stream running. We
Yep.
watch that over there. Justin taking this game dominantly. 2 stocks left. I mean, where was Toffee?
Yeah,
Where was Toffee?
He was on our screen until he wasn't. Justin, once again, getting that same up smash read. But honestly, I'm not surprised that this set went to game 5. These two have been just back and forth in their rivalry. So I'm excited to see it take a head here in game 5. We got Atomic Toffee versus LetMeFly Justin. Going to be an exciting set with a grand finish. Winner goes to top 8.
All right. And I mean, you know, it's like I said about the last set. It's 0-0. It's golden goal. You know, this is the game that decides everything. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of nerves. Both players here going back to the basics of their kits. Those nairs from... Those nairs coming out from Toffee. We're not seeing, those aggressive options that we saw from Justin last time in that 4th game right there that actually won him that 4th game. But obviously going for his consistent multi-hit moves there to keep Toffee in the corner, a very effective strategy for him.
Wow, and speaking of effective strategies, utilizing that dash attack on Justin's landings is always going to be a powerful option because it stuffs out any landing aerials. Ooh, and speaking of landing, Justin can't get his feet on the ground here, on the ledge, another double jump towards center. Toffee's on it.
And I mean, this is something super important that we've seen from Toffee in all 5 of these games. Stage control. Every time Justin and Toffee have been in this situation, it leads to a kill for Toffee. So consistent, so good at those ledge traps and keeping Justin at bay. Justin really needs to be able to find...
And there's the edge guard,
the edge guard I was talking
out
about.
Of resources and out of lives, no double jump, no air dodging too, so only teleport was the only option, not even close enough. A nice nair to finish it, but Toffee finds an immediate combo starter. Justin needs to swing back.
All right, I mean, something that I've seen from Justin in these last 2 games that I've really liked is trying to utilize a lot more of his kit. You were talking about the grabs during Game 3. I saw them come out during Game 4, and they were getting a lot of mileage for Justin there. It's interesting to see if he starts to use them again in this game. He needs to build up some percent on Toffee here, or this is a dangerous situation for him. 120 on his 2nd stock. He's not where you want to be right now. But the up airs...
Wow,
another up air there I think would have connected.
It's a little tough. I mean, the air drift was just so good from Toffee, and honestly had that air dodge at the last second, which is Toffee's kind of signature. He does love that neutral air dodge right to the platform. But the shield is gonna be
great.
Yeah,
will take that stock off of Toffee.
That's the Game 5 up the sleeve trick that he kind of pulls out. And unfortunately, Justin just
not killing.
Yeah, living. And this is a bad scenario to have Justin in if you're Toffee.
Right.
Okay, there you go.
Well,
welcome to One Stock.
Welcome to RoostleMania, people. This is what we want to see from Game 5. Both players playing their best Smash Bros. And obviously making everything happen. The up air strings from Justin putting on so much damage. Toffee now trying to find his own string. Justin staying just out of range. The grab getting even more damage and 94% on Toffee now. Toffee now trying to find his own string. Does get the back air. Goes for a F smash read. Justin's nowhere near.
The footstool to get out of the corner. Man, this is a bit tough. Dragon Ball, this is going to be a last hit scenario here very soon. The next big starter could be it on the tech chase scenario, but Justin doesn't commit.
Thought he might go for the up smash there, but decided not to. I think it would have hit. It was a good opportunity there if he was quick enough.
Oh, that egg is going to be big.
Not wanting to risk going off stage there with a footstool.
It's just been working
out of danger, but now in a dangerous situation in the corner here. This is where Toffee likes to have him. He's able to get back to center stage just barely. Now he's in the other corner. Where is he going?
Justin tried to retreat for a little bit because he was running low on shield, finds himself in center, and obviously no throw is going to KO, so a nice forward throw from Toffee just to get that positional advantage. No free cookies here. Toffee going to go for the up air, not quite connecting, and now the tilts are coming back and forth. Here goes the nair, and no, the up air is not going to connect.
Not quite enough to kill for Toffee there yet. He does
Dragon Ball, that's the up air.
Corner again, and the up air will take this game for Toffee. Game 5.
GG's. Yes. A nice one there. Big dub for Atomic Toffee. Gonna punch his ticket into winner's top 8. A nice bracket run for Toffee so far, defeating probably one of the biggest contenders for winning this tournament in Justin24. Both of those players could win this whole dang thing, so I am not shocked that was an intense Game 5 set.
And I mean, it's what we're talking about. Game 3 to Game 5, the corner.
Yeah,
Corner.
It's that ledge trapping play. If you don't have that in your arsenal and you're trying to be the best at this thing, you got to get it up. Because ledge trapping is so solid for so many players because you put them in that disadvantaged state and you continue to put on the pressure, continue to back air, continue to throw them right back off the stage. And eventually you wear down at that defenses until you find that stray aerial, until you find that kill throw. until you find them kind of reaching too far in the cookie jar, trying to reversal you because they're just so fed up. It just opens up so many opportunities, and we saw it there kind of pay big dividends for Toffee.
And obviously Toffee there really dominant with the ledge traps, but Justin wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, he kept going for it. He kept trying to find down tilts. He kept trying to find any little thing. He needed to edge guard in that game. I just don't think he did it enough to confirm those kills on Toffee there. And, you know, I think on that last stock, there was a chance he could have gone off stage. He caught the jump with the egg. I kind of wish I'd seen him at least go off and try for it. Just, you know, Toffee wasn't really trying to do anything super special. You know, I wanted to see that pressure put on there from Justin. He just wasn't doing it. I think it could have made the difference in that game, but obviously just wasn't in the cards.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of put up the counterfactual because, you know, if Justin does, you know, full commit to that egg, he for sure finds the combo. I know that you can combo the egg toss into Nair even off stage that far deep, but Justin was in that weird scenario where you don't want to fully commit to, because especially if you use your double jump off stage, Yoshi's the easiest character to reversal off stage, and you're dying at 0 if you get caught without your double jump as Yoshi. So a lot of times you just kind of fall back onto what you know, and sometimes you just aren't up to snuff. You know, you get outplayed. Gotta shake hands, GGs, and Justin is very familiar with that, especially playing Toffee, because these two guys, they have hundreds of sets under their belt. So another day in the office for both of them.
Well, with that said, GG's to all our competitors. We are going to take a little break here, going to go into top 8 after we come back. Stay tuned, people. RoostleMania is not over.
All right, see you soon.